Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Count Christo and this is the Light of the East campaign. We looked into the automatic coring event. It only fires when they're in your culture or your culture group, and faster if they're in your culture. So we will get free cores in the fullness of time on all these Greek lands. And are these provinces converting to Greek land? They shouldn't be, right? No. But yeah, so all our Greek lands we will eventually get to automatically full core, which is nice. But our Bulgarian lands, our Egyptian lands, all that lot won't. So it wasn't a waste of admin points to core Bulgaria, which is good to know. The Great Legal Reform. Do I want to lose 10 autonomy in a whole bunch of places that probably all have 0 autonomy anyway? Or do I want to leave it be and get stability points? This will just trend back up. This is permanent. Give me the stability points. So it's not permanent, but it's, you know, it's valuable. Good. Yep, that seems fine. They want favors. Hey, lesser nobles. I'll only give you cash. Greater nobles, on the other hand, I'll also only give cash. And we're not going to give them any cash because we need the cash for corporation guilds. All our wonderful, massive production increases. Look at all this additional urban production happening around Cairo. It's great. I'll take the money. And we're getting there. Another few months we can declare war on Jinnah. And then there will be sunshine and rainbows and glorious conquest. And all will be well. Tunisia is still paying us their... I mean, the good thing about these tributaries, to me, is that they pay you such an inconsequential amount of money. Like, this is really not very much. If we were to own the land directly, we'd get so much more out of it. So I kind of like that the tributaries are, you know, they're a fun way to expand your influence, but they're not by any means overpowered. They're not gonna, you know, no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, now I have tributaries. It's made my campaign a cakewalk, which is how I wanted it to be balanced. So it's good. Hudavendigar. How many people live there in the city? 50,000. Well, it'll be more once the corporation guild's built. Plus more production in the area. It just gives you, you know, better and better stuff. So why don't we have enough? I really thought that we were going to have enough for a continental art and culture center. I'll be real. Province detail intellectual. We got 27.5 art power. How are you beating 27.5 art power? Tributary fleets being raided. Oh, Jesus. Oh, are you kidding me? That's pretty funny. So because we gave ourselves tributaries, we now have to deal with events like this. So I think I'm going to go and submod it further, because this event is obviously ridiculous. The regular arrivals of tributary fleets bringing treasures abroad from our shores are in some ways a temptation too great to ignore for those that wish to make a great fortune. So this event scales with income. So it's going to want 1,000 ducats, which is obviously stupid. So I'm going to go and mod this event right now. YouTube rather. I'm going to pause while I do it. I'll be back. Hello everybody and welcome back. There was a brief pause there. Brief for you, longer for me. We did a bunch of submodding. There were tons of events for tributaries and it turns out they were dumb and silly, so we fixed them. And now they're smart and sensible. Unpause. Good stuff. Back in the game. Do we want to take Diplotech? Is there anything we actually need with Diplotech? Level 3 trade harbor at level tech 22. I mean, that would be nice. I'd really rather not pay tons and tons of Diplo points that we don't need to, though. If at all possible. Should probably try and get a better military guy. Yeah, let's get this national manpower modifier 20%. Because that's, I mean, that's insanely powerful. That's a lot more manpower we're getting every month now. And we could also really do with the extra military points right now, because that's the thing that's keeping us ahead of time and therefore not losing innovativeness. I could promote him, but obviously it'll cost a ton. We'd rather spend it on infrastructure. Oh my lord, we spent quite a while doing submodding there. It was a little taxing, but we got there. Alright. So, we were thinking about war with Genoa and war with Naples. The war with Naples being basically a prelude to major wars in Italy. Italy needs a good burn-in so that we can take all their loot, destroy all their cities, and stop them stealing my trade. Should be fun. Ding, ding, da, ding, ding. Excuse me. Okay. And yeah, we're getting our little bits of tributary money every now and again, which is always nice to see. Oh, we can see when we construct the Suez Canal. Tech 20. Oh, that's actually not that far away. And how much does it cost? So 12,000 ducats. That's really quite doable. Ooh, interesting. The Iberian wedding has fired, which leaves Naples without a decent ally. Oh, wait. Did they not take him? No. Oh, wait. Aragon got the personal union? Are you kidding? A permanent junior partner of Aragon. Castilian Liberty Desire is 100%. Hey, Castile, do you want me to support your independence? They actually would if we got the happiness up a bit. So now it's Genoa that has, in fact, lost the ally. Okay, well, that works out. And obviously that will tank the size of Castile's army because for some strange reason the AI's armies get much smaller when they're subjects. I'm not actually sure why that is. Do they lose like force limit because they're a subject or something? That's probably it. Something else we could do with, we have 10 transports right now. I'd like another 5. Let's get that going. And there goes our claim very shortly, and we'll get the claim on Kaffa. That's another urban production center there, making cloth. No, not even, so very nice. They lose income and force limit as a subject. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't get the base bit anymore. Kaffa, claim please. Let's do it. We're gonna go against Florence and Lucca. Florence, you got any allies? Trent, not important. Lucca. Got any allies? Yes, the Papal State, in fact. Well then. Ho, 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 ho. Well then. Papal State do not have very many men. Oh, baby. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I suspect you might be. We're going to full call Lucca. We're going to get to war, therefore, with the Papal State. And oh, baby. What is the best way to get over doing some slightly annoying submodding? Oh yeah, it's time to burn the Eternal City. We've stolen your Continental Art and Intellectual Center, and now we're going to steal everything else. It's amazing. What great timing. The Renaissance is still spreading to us. We nicked it. We got greater art power than them. And now we're going to come and nick their very lives. It's fantastic. We're going to see if we can get access by land, hopefully. And obviously I'll position my fleets to try and hold them off. Rome is going bye-bye. Take Kaffa, full call Lucca, declare. Subjects, make sure you're on supportive. So you can just hang out with me rather than causing problems going places I don't want you to. And let's do it. We will be killing a bunch of their rebels who've been around for a long time. And obviously we can also burn down Florence and Genoa. Just while we're in the area, we're going to cause untold death, destruction, and beautiful, beautiful land. Okay, these guys went down quite easily. Drop off 2 siege stacks, go to Genoa. Won't be needing this lot for a level 1 fort. Good. There goes some of the Papal's navy. They have a grand total of 20,000 men right now. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Can you please destroy Munich? We will burn down much of Germany. in the fullness of time. Don't you worry. We're going to strongly encourage looting. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to try and win this war. Like, can I win this siege in the next 2 months? I'm going to save in case I mess this up. Because it should tell you how long until the events end, like Hoy does. They have hired, a significant number of men from Milan. That's actually, that's quite scary. 2 new states from that is amazing. Where will we put them? Here and here, I imagine. Palestine and Aleppo seem like excellent states to choose. Southern Macedonia is also a good choice. But I think these areas are so much more urbanized that it's the smarter choice. Ah, wait. Palestine? No, it should be Aleppo, Syria. Yeah. There we go. These are sadly not our culture group, unlike in vanilla. Yeah. But so we won't get free cores, but we will get the autonomy down, especially in Aleppo and Damascus, which is great. And let's see if we can get the siege done here fast enough, because obviously we don't want to damage this land. Send these guys in, and we should send. Will the navy get there in time to help this siege? Probably not. It's unfortunate. We could also, yeah, I will barrage. I'd really like to be able to take this province before we do strongly encourage looting. So we're going to let this one more siege tick go. Oh, military coalitions forming against us just because of this. I'm surprised. It is a fairly big war, I suppose. There we go. Up to 99% because we so massively outnumber the defenders. Which means that in just a few days... Just going to try and time this right. We got Kaffa, and now... we strongly encourage looting. Nice, handy. So we took a very, very small amount of cash from them. Yeah, just, well, actually 200 jackets, not that small, but smaller than it could have been. And now we prepare. Yes, we have military access all the way to Genoa. The silly gits have been requesting military access from all their friends and allies. What fools. Now we're going to burn them down for their impudence. Come and pick these guys up. National unrest. Nice. That's something Gigao should fix. What? A new leader in the now inconsequential Mamluks. Oh, hang on. There's been another uprising here. Oh, damn it. I'm already committed. Well, put our best general in charge. There's a chance. Because of our massive morale advantage. Yeah, get a local university going out. Being able to delay the looting event and not get the destruction. I'm not sure how he would change that, to be honest. Give me a central mosque here because the local art power is important. And the same here. We should make sure we get local mosques in all of our art center provinces. Are we going to win this fight with 2,000 on 5,000? We actually are. That's so cool. Wow. I am impressed. Bring the fleet back over. Excuse me? Get out of my land. What are you doing? I'm the one looting you, you idiots. Not the other way around. Shivran's entered military coalition. No problem. I'm going to slow it down to speed 3. So we get slightly more consistent speed. Makes it easier to control armies. We have plenty of manpower to burn down these provinces. There's lots of forts that we're going to be chunking our way through, but it's finally time for the first burning of Italy. It's been a long time coming. 2 conversions completed. They've been stealing so much money from our beautiful coffers. Excuse me. Weren't you picking up these guys? Oh no, that's right. I sent them down to Beirut instead. Not Beirut. Benghazi. Bum 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 bum. Okay, landing in here. Oh, they're actually taking the fight because it's mountains, I suppose. Yeah, that was a bad fight to take. We're going to beat them in time? No. So we're actually going to retreat from this fight because that's a terrible battle for us to take. But in the time we were there, we took, yeah, silly numbers of cavalry casualties that we could have done without losing that many cavalry for no reason. But oh well. It's obviously a war that we're very much going to be able to win. So I'm not wildly concerned. 27th of April, in which case I will send these guys up immediately. Good, good. And obviously these guys arriving is going to dramatically shift the numbers in our favour. They are using a bunch of forced march, I see. Just try and make sure we take the fight somewhere that's more advantageous for us than mountains over a river, which is obviously not the smartest place to do that. Probably be scaring them off at this point, honestly. When we show up with another 16,000. Where are you going? Hum? That strikes me as a terrible idea. Ooh, hello. This is Forest Mountains, but we have such colossal numbers advantage that I think we should just start pressing it home, honestly. You will be the first to arrive and hence should have the best leader, which is him. And these ships should go and get the rest of the guys. And is anyone... They are reinforcing in. I'm kind of surprised, actually. But yes, we have massive numbers. No tactics advantage, but a morale advantage. They are still reinforcing. We took some serious casualties there, but we drove them back. That's what matters in the end. And now we have them where we want them, which is divided, some retreating, some not, which means they're going to be a pushover. Okay, make sure we keep those corporation guilds coming. I remember Beirut was a good, important one. Let's get that going. Okay. Corporation guild done in Haleb. Nice. They're at 120,000. We honestly might want to work towards the craftsman's district. Maybe a warehouse district to help with the pop growth first. Obviously that's a wipe, and we are catching them here. So that will be another wipe. Good stuff. Then after that we can split out into smaller stacks, take smaller, significantly smaller attrition ticks. Hopefully this battle manages to last till next month, but I doubt it. Yeah. Let's try to split people up a bit so that we don't take all this needless attrition. Once we arrive, we can get organized into proper siege stacks. Try and min-max the quantities of attrition we're going to take. Yeah, I don't think I want to take these. There's no real reason for me to take these yet, because I suspect our education level is only going to increase, which will decrease our tech costs. Ah, yes, that's something else we should do. Stop spying on Hungary right now and start spying on the Pope, because his forts are going to cause lots of attrition. Can catch the 6 here. They are a bit imbalanced. Let's catch them there. It's Forest Hills, which is obviously not perfect, but send these guys north, detach, send them up. I do wish we weren't fighting Milan's army in a war where we're not able to siege Milan. That is, it's frustrating, but not the worst thing, of course. And yes, Verona is going to be a fairly major early siege. Let's go and get set up around Verona, and then we can be reassessing the situation and so on and so forth. Let's move in to actually blockade them directly. Kind of may as well. If we can hem them in, just to guarantee they're not going to do anything sneaky. And the other cool thing about tributaries, that's not, in my opinion, overpowered, but is handy, is vision on all their land and their their vision, so we can see where the fleets are in the Mediterranean. So yes, fighting these guys is tough because they have better ships at the same tech level, I believe, and they probably have more recently built ships. They have higher turnover than me, I expect. But nonetheless, we will persevere and we will succeed, and we will burn Italy to the damn ground. All right, you guys rally up, send away the people that need repairing. And then detach sieges. Detach blockades, rather. Okay, so here we need 11,000 men to siege. So we want to keep them. This is a level 3, so we need all of them. We'll take these guys out. You guys do not need to go in, but we'll leave the cannons. And we'll organize for optimum cannon placement. You need 4 to get this bonus. You have exactly 4. You would need 6 to get your bonus. You have 2. So we'll actually take one out. And then we can send them back potentially when the others arrive. How do you form the Turkish Empire? You do it via decision. Most of the MEIOU Tax's formations are currently by decision. You do it by completing the Anatolian Highlands mission. So you have to consolidate Anatolia, safeguard Anatolia, and then claim the Anatolian Heartlands, which we did. Sorry, Highlands, which are the ones over there. You need, yeah, Anatolia, and then the kind of hills east of Anatolia, basically, are considered the foundational lands of the Turkish Empire, which gives you this nice new color and nice new flag. Oh, one of our generals has died. That's unfortunate. This guy has 2 siege, though. He can make up for it. Do you need 6 for the next one as well? Or is it 8? I forget. It is 6. Okay, good. So we can get 2 extra ticks here. That'll be good. And then we need another general, since we might as well replace that guy. Dum, dum. 2 siege. That's what you like to see. We can get the Siege of Liguria started. So let's have you guys hop around here. You guys can come around here as well. Maybe to 2 different provinces to reduce attrition. You guys likewise. Central Mosque in Athens and Chaldiki are complete. Let's take a look. Other cultural centers without without mosques. Yeah, here. Anywhere else? Just because they give a nice little bonus to upper class art power. Ah, Cairo is actually without a mosque. That will definitely help their art power. Let's get that going. The Pope has shown up in Wallachia. Interesting. How many? 8,000 of them. Okay, well, let's have this lot divert then. And we can have this be the Home Guard army. Although ideally it would have a few less cannons. I did not mean to send them in. Unsupported, so send these guys to Liguria. And yeah, the reinforcement showing up. Gives us the stack wipe. Wow, there's a lot of war score. Seems a little off, if you ask me. Okay, we're still at 2 because these cannons are not reinforcing, but that's just the way of things. I think I can take off these infantry. Suffer a bit less attrition. Wherever we can, we want to try and be prudent. Oh, hello, Milan. It's unfortunate that you're going to lock in time. Yes. Well, I'll leave guys here and then reinforce in that way, and we should be able to win before they win the siege. Oh, that's really painful that these guys had to take so long to reinforce. We did just pull it out there. That was a little close for comfort. Once these guys have got back in position over here, obviously that problem will be resolved. Papacy is fleeing now. You guys do not need this many men. Look at that, the cannons. Literally all of the men manning the cannons died. It's disastrous. It's going to be quite expensive to replenish them. And we're fighting in the mountains again, but we don't really want to wait and stop because we can't afford to hang out in this attrition. Crimea, where are you going? Crimea, siege this province. Crimea, siege. Maybe they're going to join that fight. Now they're on their way back. Good. And there's plenty of wealth to be had in many of these provinces. I mean, Verona is just an outlying province in this war, and there's 640 ducats there. And that's just one of the kind of peripheral sieges that we're doing. The real prize lies down here. The burning of Rome. And there's big cities, like every single province that the Papal State owns is a large city. Wait, is that true? Is this one pretty large? Okay, that one's medium sized, but all the rest, 10 plus urban development. It's serious business that we're burning down here. You guys, we've got the new transport ships, so we may as well use them. Where did my other transports go? Is it you? Yes. Meet them here. The undamaged ships can come and complete the blockade up here. Good stuff. Yeah, the Milanese army threw a bit of a cog in the works. They were not expected. They're obviously the kind of big boys of Italy right now, causing a lot of problems. But not wanting external Turkish influence in their peninsula, despite their, are similarly aggressive types. Oh well. We will make it known and most clear that we are not concerned about what the Italians want for their future. Alright, let's just try and be careful here. I don't want that Milanese army causing problems again. Let's rally up. Rally up here. Can you catch them? Let's head down here. Try and catch these armies separately. We should be able to take this fight. This is grass flats. Yeah. Not our best general. Let's not take that fight yet. Yeah, because the Milanese are coming in. See if we can catch a few armies out, rather than taking a big fight when they're all together. And that extra reinforcement tick is obviously very valuable. And now these guys have rallied up, we can transport them north. Yeah, we have caught them here, but we'll need to get back over here pronto. Did it say Milan? Oh, yes, right, of course, because not all of Milan's troops are their condottieri. Alright, good. Got them there. Making headway on these sieges, catching more papal troops. Perfect. Exquisite. Nice. Head down here, see what's going on there now. You guys can land here. Okay, here. Surely I have no access to these ones, don't I? No? Alright, well, fine. Land, yeah, land here. They'll have to walk through the Alps. It's unfortunate, but less province war score and less expressive expansion impact is obviously great. So what are we actually taking in this war? It'll just be this. Which is not dangerous coalition-wise. And then we'll obviously want tons of money. Oh, 120 ducats. Come on. Holding out on me. I believe we decided we weren't taking these islands. I can't remember. Yeah, well, we could add in these islands. It would certainly look nicer if we were to hold the islands. To have all the islands in the Med under our control. I think that is probably not unreasonable. It would also give us a great position to, like, it's not a massive territorial expansion, it's just a position from which to raid Italy. We're not going to take all of Italy. The whole point is that we're here to burn down Italy. We're not here to conquer. We're here to raise, to burn, and to destroy. So I think we'll take Corsica in this war, and then we'll use that as a way to get war goals that will facilitate our future destructive tendencies, which should be fun. And there we caught out another of their condottieri armies. Yeah, you can stay out for now while you reinforce. We do have 1,000 cannons here to get the bonus. Good. Okay, so Lucca is fort level 5. And this is fort level 3. So we'll split in half. We can't do those sieges simultaneously. We can do these two though. And I'll steal the general from up there. Take 1 cannon this way, 3 cannons this way. That's not the sensible way to do it. We'd like to take the cannons all the cannons this way, please. Yes, that should work. They are taking that fight. Let's let them through. Yes, continue the program until we're at 75 skill. I could really do with a tech advantage now that I have to imagine we don't have. Yeah, these guys are the only people in the world that are keeping up with us on tech, because obviously they've had the institution for donkey's years. Still growing in Istanbul. Good stuff. You love to see it. Don't you lock because of movement lag. Okay, good. Oh, but if you lock to Pavia, and the rest of you lock in a different direction, that's a fight I'll take. I guess we'll do the Siege of Liguria first. That's fine. Might as well try and keep these guys down. And the... it's not that bad attrition over the Alps. Let's head over with another army. It takes a long time, but there we go. Stack wipe there. Have to keep vassalizing more and more in here. It's unfortunate, but there's not much we can do about it yet. Once we start burning down Italy properly, hopefully that'll help with our trade income. It'll help our economic snowball. Really, it's all servicing our eventual war with France. It's obviously not the primary goal, but it is certainly helping it. Nonetheless. Actually, don't do that. Yeah, we should let them lock first. Then we'll be able to catch them here. Big army moving in. Grab them. These guys moving around. And there we go. Milan's condottieri are gone. People say no one will afford them, presumably. Should be able to... Nice. Verona falls. That's amazing. Let's get to Lucca. And now that Milan's gone, the strength of their army is just absolutely crushed. We'll be able to bring this to a much more siege-focused conclusion. Okay. Let's get these sieges set up. It's really good that they've left the war. This is going to be much, much easier now. I'm going to send these guys around to get that siege done. You guys can move into Lucca. Nice. How are we doing loot-wise now? We getting up there? 1,300. Not bad, not bad. Could be better. Could and will be better. Okay, so I think Crimea is coming with us to do this siege of Lucca, which is good. We just need to make sure we're the siege leaders, which we're not right now. So we'll just say, hey Crimea, good news, your services are no longer required. You can go home. Oh, just kidding. And now we're the siege leader. Oh, Florence has been sieged down by someone else. Excuse me? That's my siege. How could you? Milan! Interesting. Well, if Milan conquers Florence right now, it'll be a bit frustrating because we're not going to be able to burn them down. But there are kind of like straight crossings through these mountains in certain places. It's very difficult to see them because of how they render. But you just have to believe me that they're there, basically. And yeah, there's some straights through the desert as well, as chat is correctly pointing out. Compound pretender rebels in one of their like one provinces. Poor beggars. Any other urban production? Yes. Might as well get both of those built. And then honestly, we're down to looking at like, well, where should the next workshops be? And I think the Levant could do with more of them. But we'll see. Might want to start doing some actual just town development. Do we have a flagship? No, flagships are not in this mod. Oh, no, they are. I'm an idiot. That's a great point. Thank you, chat. Build a flagship. Trade power plus ship. Engagement width. And Jolly Roger. Make it a light ship. Build. Amazing. That's going to really help our privateering and trade protection. Awesome. I'm really glad chat pointed that out. Thank you. Much, much appreciated. At least give it a name. I never give them names. I'm not a role play dude. Okay, institutions spreading here and here now. Nice, good. Did we get the center of trade here? The center of urban, whatever it's called? Not yet. And KOTOR. Why can't I select it? There we go. What should we build next here? Maybe some trade-based stuff. Try and get the art center going there as well. So Veroni, you can go now that we've burnt you down. I'll take your trade power and your cash. Awesome. Having their trade power will just reduce the amount of downstream trade power we lose. Oh, right, and we have war dynamism on the slot, which I think we're going to refuse because we don't want to spend the admin points, to be honest. Kaffa might be a different story. Well, no, we don't. I mean, aggressive expansion is not that big of a deal right now, so I'm fine with taking the aggressive expansion of taking these provinces. Name it just after your leader. Next time we'll do it. Next time we'll do it. Nice. This province for no fort. That's a nice amount of loot. Let's use our navy to transport onto the islands. Yeah, if we make a second flagship, like if this one dies, we will we'll name the second one. People say, "Are you with anyone else?" No, good. So just want to make sure we're the ones that get to burn down Rome. We don't want to just soften them up and then let someone else take all the glory. The wonderful privilege that is burning down Rome. Oh no, okay, good. I was about to say, I thought no, doesn't matter. Okay, good. Making headway on these sieges. Got to liberate the faithful against the Geliarids. It could be a good war goal. Although I don't really want these two provinces yet. But I mean, they're very low development. I mean, all these provinces are low development actually, so it doesn't really matter what war goal we use. It's gonna be easy anyway. Although Basra is big and Sunni, so we might want to use that liberate the faithful actually. Why isn't Armenia helping? Hey Armenia, come siege. Here, everyone, by the way, just siege if you're not sure what to do. Oh, here, actually, right now, all be hostile except Crimea, which should help siege, because I'd like them to kill this Faithful States army for me, if possible. Oh, we've lost military access through Milan. Okay, well. Oh, God, these guys are actually stuck. I guess we'll back flag them and then send them down that way. Come on, 14%. Could happen. Could happen. You never know. Ah. Cain and Bornu have formed a personal union with the Mamluks. I didn't know non-Christians could make personal unions, even in this mod. Shows what I know. Okay. Anything else? Yes, so KOTOR will continue to develop. Give me a marketplace. Oh yeah, so we wanted to build a merchant quarter here because that's a mighty 10% more urban gravity. Not as much as I thought, to be honest. Up to 520,000 urban gravity now. Trending up, trending up. Need the merchant quarter. I mean, the urban gravity from these is... It's not very much. Like, what is the base? Yes, that's like plus about 1.5% overall urban gravity by spending 5,000 ducats. I think I'd rather wait for Admin Tech 19 and get the Civil Arts Academy going. We also can't build a central mosque. Right, because we have the Great Mosque, of course. Yeah, well, there's not much we can do for Constantinople right now. Because canals don't increase urban population, do they? No. Yeah, there's not a whole lot we can do to ramp up the urban population there now. We'll have to see what we can do about that. Alright, come on, get these sieges going. I'm loot starved. We haven't got any glorious loot hits for a long time. Give me this, give me the 28%. Ah! Didn't happen, unfortunately. We'll get there, we'll get there. You guys are now able to actually come back down here, so let's try and make sure. I really don't want them to siege down this province, actually. That's one of my nice little silver mines. Can't be having with that getting sieged down. Beirut's Corporation Guild is done. Nice. Ugh, construction cost up. Disgusting. Local university seems prudent down in Beirut. Good. How is our education going? It's still trending up pretty quickly. That's right. We were going to pour a bunch of money into the education system. Must remember to do that. That's what we'll do with all the loot from this war. We'll just hand it straight to the education system. Oh, beautiful, happy days. This recording session has gone from one of the lows of our nation to a substantial improvement. We were in a tough spot at the beginning of this session with negative stability, rulers dying left, right, and center. Now it looks like things are coming up. Ottoman. Or Turkish, rather, in this case. Turkish Empire. I don't know why the Armenians aren't helping more. The curtailed. They have finally curtailed. Ah, the blank curtailed, right? Because they don't have the right estate or something. But they have finally curtailed their estates. Good. You love to see it. Alright, come on. 71%. You gotta give me the victory on 71%. Or it's just rude. Come on now. I believe in the 71% dream. And then we'll send some of them south to help with the fight here. Of course, that's an easy win. There we go. How much do we get out of that one? Oh, baby! About 800 ducats from Liguria. Very nice. You guys can go in here. You guys can go and pick them up. 700 ducats from Liguria is pretty sweet. These guys should be being picked up. Yeah. Just because I want to make the battle for Corsica short and sweet. You guys, once again, I'm going to send any of the damaged ships to repair, and the rest can go back to blockades. Yeah, minimal loot burden makes a lot of sense. We are obviously going to have troubles with that, but that's okay. Let's just smash these guys. And, yeah, my blockading army, navy rather. Let's send a few around the other side. Well, honestly, actually, if we have excess ships, they can just go back to protecting the Aegean. They did get that siege. How harshly did they loot it? I'm not seeing any missing buildings, but we might have lost a marketplace in that bloody conflict. How dare they? Sieging down provinces, damaging local industry. What kind of barbarian would do such a thing? Truly a heinous crime for which they must be punished. And may the punishment fit the crime. Punishment will very much fit the crime. This I promise you. Converted Corinth once again. Keep him coming. And another one. Alright, there they go. I will drop some quick sieges. This is one as well, right? The rest can come home. And by home, I mean back to the peninsula. Good. Stack wipe to the offending army. We'll get that siege done, and we'll send these guys to central Italy. Revenge. Off with the Pope's head. Off with the Pope's head, indeed. Whoops. Misclicked. Where did I start building that? Adana? Yeah, we're not really urbanizing Adana right now. Here is a much more sensible province to build. And I will get a better port there, sure. Here, not really much. I mean, we might as well get like a warehouse going, because we want big urban, rural population here if possible for the lovely sugarcane production. Getting pretty nice income here, 4 ducats. A lot of production, a lot of trade value being cranked out there. Making 16 trade value. It's pretty darn impressive, honestly, for a single province. Halib needs to change their urban production. It's a shame because it's growing so slowly. But we really want to be focusing on silk just as much as possible. Alright, these guys can probably hop over and begin the Siege of Rome, honestly, because it's going to take a long time to siege Rome. Maybe we should knock out Florence first. Yeah, we should probably do that. Oh no, actually, we're going to struggle to get to Florence. Well, Siena's easy to siege, actually, so that's good. We'll have them go to Siena. Nice, easy loot stop off in Siena. Another conversion. Making headway. Should try and focus on converting our Greek provinces, because they have to be really well tolerated to get the coring event. So we'd like them to be Sunni, because obviously we're going to be... We're quite tolerant of heathens right now, but not as tolerant as we are as those who follow the one true faith. So, you know how it is. I still think we should try and get some more urban production going on over here in Izmir. What's your population? Yeah, there are 93 pops, so they really need the corporation guild. Because we don't... The lack of a center of production down around a couple of these little producing provinces around here is a shame. We could do with them moving towards silk. Yeah, you guys really need to reinforce. It's well, I don't really want to step out though. Sedica. Where's that? Oh, right here, of course. I was thinking, I swear we weren't sieging any more of the Genoese land up here, but right. Alright, right. That makes all kinds of sense. You guys can wait for me in Corfu. These guys obviously taking a long time to do this hostile landing. Good, that siege has finally restarted. So that's done, we can move to Florence. Doesn't really matter if they liberate Liguria. Not going to make a big difference to me. I'm going to decline all of these again. I'll decline them all as many times as I have to. So Siena is only level 1 province, so level 1 fort. So we should siege this one simultaneously. Get some progress going. And then these boats can go and pick these guys up from here in the end, or from here perhaps. They'll probably get there similar times, boats being dramatically faster than units. 9,000 men standing in the hills, probably rather not take them on directly. Can't walk there, can't walk past it. Alright, well, we don't have much choice. I'm assuming I can't walk straight in here? No. On which provinces do you get war dynamism? As the Turkish Empire, basically everything I currently own, and all of the Crimea, and I think all of Serbia as well. It's really overpowered, and I think it shouldn't be in the game. But then I did use it, so I don't really have much of a leg to stand on. My opposition to it was not very strenuous. When it comes down to it, I'm willing to make use of the mechanic. So we can begin the Siege of Florence, because they've come to try and relieve the Siege of Siena, I mean to say, which obviously will go very badly for them. It also went badly for me, but we've beaten them, and we're going to be able to begin the siege. Yes, war dynamism on the Crimea is very odd. It is only on the, I think Kaffa might have been directly owned, but I don't know. So you can split off, and the rest of you are now done repairing, so you can go back to protecting in the Aegean, I think. The Aegean is still a priority over Egypt, isn't it? Yes. Indeed it is. And yes, the Siege of Siena going very, very quickly now. We'll be able to move on momentarily. Bring these guys over will be handy. Alright, you, give me that corporation guild. Next month, we should be able to get that going. There goes the Siege of Siena. Can I walk over there? Not yet. This is level 3 forts. So I think we'll just do this one at a time. Good stuff. How much do we get out of Siena? Oh, I just love to see it, you know. I'd like pop-ups optionally for loot. That would be fun. Wowee. Up to 3,600 ducats in loot now. And the final one there giving us an extra bunch of centralization. I think we will repeal minor state reforms and begin centralizing the state more. We're kind of, I mean, should we centralize the state more? Because we, I mean, the tech cost is nice. Yeah, we should do it even just for the tech cost, honestly. But the monthly autonomy change we basically don't need because our autonomy almost everywhere, except like low in the Nile and in some irrelevant backwaters in the Sinai, is basically all limited by how much we've been able to core. And obviously the yearly corruption does hurt. But the tech cost, the state maintenance, the morale of armies, the yearly inflation reduction. There's many things to like about centralization, so I think we're going to keep centralizing for now. I never landed these guys. That's my mistake. Let's land them, and then we're moving towards the final siege of Rome. So, give me that corporation guild. Oh, I can't afford it by 1 ducat. But I do need to call it a day. Perhaps we could just siege Florence. Ah, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's actually deal with these guys. Yes, they didn't get the siege. That's perfect timing. You guys should split off as well. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to land on top of them, and then I'm going to really quickly transport reinforcements in. Because we don't need to win this siege. We don't need to not lose this siege, rather. But we don't want to lose it. Like, there's no advantage to missing out on the additional war score. So you guys get automatically transported, and we'll be able to pull them in and then add them in like a day. And they took a terrain penalty, and we took no landing penalty because we had the fort. Boom. No stack wipe. I'm actually quite surprised. I thought that was going to be a stack wipe, to be honest. And now you guys can get transport back. How do we do in Florence, by the way? No loot. Oh, no. I think it still had the province already looted modifier from the previous siege. That's so unfair. They freaking stole my loot, man. Outrageous. Out-bloomin'-rageous. That is, that's sad times. That's sad times right there. But we can persevere. We can press on. Moving in to some more sieges. And as soon as they've landed, I'm going to send them to go and pick these guys up. Can we walk over here yet? No. We'll just move them down and make sure the cannons get to do their best work. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Time for some more pieces. Lucca, you can go. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I could start making tributaries. But I don't really want tributaries in Italy yet. Maybe in the fullness of time, but for now, it's just going to be burnt down. So if I tributary you, does that cause aggressive expansion? It really should. Corporation Guild in Schumann. Nice. Any other corp guilds? Yes, down here. It's very autonomous and likely to stay as such. But we should still do it. It's still valuable. And these for the first 40,000 urban population. I'm tempted to be more centralized than this. Yeah, let's not... Well, in provinces that we know we're urbanizing anyway, we can do it. But apart from that, we should probably not. Any more trade wharfs looking needed or good here? Not hugely. Well, maybe here. Okay. Yeah, Florence. So Florence, once this diplomat gets back, if I make you my tributary, yes, it does cause lots of aggressive expansion. Good. So it's not broken because you can just force it on people. Give me silk. We're getting more than 100 a month. Yeah, silk. I just don't want to take any loans, of course, because when you take a loan, you waste a bunch of money. Yeah, the province recently looted Modifier is designed to make it so you can't loot the same province multiple times in one war, which makes sense. Well, some sense. But unfortunately, it seems it also has the impact of preventing us from looting it because it hasn't been cleared yet. And it will only get cleared when their war is over. Which is unfortunate indeed. But what you gonna do? Looks like that was a jizya tax month. Nice. So Florence, you can go, and we're not going to make you a tributary. We're just going to take trade power and cash and war reps and try and break off as many of France's relationships as we can. We may not have got their loot, but we did get some cash out of them regardless, which is nice. But I should call it a day. So the glorious burning of Rome is going to take place in the next episode. Thank you ever so very much for watching. Always a great time. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.